Hello and welcome to another Guardians of Wilt-Shire video. I'm your host Dewi and welcome to hobby blog number 21 I want to say. And this is going to be very similar to my Galadrim hobby blog. So quite an extensive one over a month or so. The aim is to get this army or this bunch of models done by the next Cheltenham tournament, which I think is the 14th of October. And that's including me moving to my new job, which I'm sure you'll hear about near the time. So my hobby time will be slightly decreased, but hopefully it's still enough to get this done. And the aim is these guys, the Mahud. I did paint some warriors, about 18-20 of them, but I stripped them and I'm going to spray paint over these, and I've got it's something like 6 raiders, king foot and mounted. I'm going to convert a tribes master foot and mounted. I'm going to have 36 warriors including 12 blowpipes, some banners I'm going to convert, all of that kind of stuff. And I'll show you my converted lot of them, kind of what I've done to the warriors in a minute. But first I'm going to get started on the bases. And it's similar to the way I did my Dol Amroth ones. I'm going to take bases like this, or as you will know by now, I put all of my models on wooden bases, just so it means that I can have a similar base type for all of my models, good and evil, every single army, and they're nice and cheap. So what I'm going to do is put some layers of cardboard on these, and I'm going to let them dry, and then use filler to undulate the base itself. So therefore you get some rocking back, some models rocking back, some models rocking forward, and more variance to each of the sculpts. So that's what I'm going to do next. Simply cut them out. I'll give you a quick scan afterwards, and then I'll move on to the foot bases, which I don't know how many I need because I've got some 8 half trolls as well. But this is all the mounted models I need, I think. It's 6 raiders, banner, king, tribes master, betrayer. So that's the plan. You will have seen the betrayer on Camel all converted up already. I'm going to try and release the videos at about the same time. So that's that. I'm going to get cracking with these bases. So as you can see, I've attached some cardboard to some of the bases to give like a basis for the dunes I want to create. And here you can see the undulating terrain. Some of these are quite big and quite steep, as you can see. Oh, if I can rotate that one, you can see. Hopefully it will give a good scape, and I'm going to obviously sand them down and everything. And the idea is that it's kind of like rolling dunes. I'm going to have a few tufts here and there, not many at all. So that's the plan. Get all of these done, and then if they need a bit more filling once they're more dry, then that will be the case. That's all to update for now. I'm going to do these for these ones, and these are kind of like my test ones. So once these are done, I can start creating them all for all of my foot soldiers. And bringing back an update. I have started, obviously I sanded all of the bases once the filler was dry. So I've got these lovely undulating bases now, which you can see. If I kind of lower it down, you can see all the rises and falls. This is a slightly different sand than I would normally use on bases. This is essentially children's play sand. I got it from a shop called Argos in the UK for £4, and I got 15 kilos of it. It's not modelling sand. I've started to use it on terrain and stuff, and I just wanted to see how it would work out on bases. And so far, it's looking all right. It gives slightly like a actual sandy kind of feel. I'm just waiting for it to dry, and then I'm going to paint it. Obviously, I'll do that over tomorrow at some point. So far it's looking good. Fingers crossed it maintains its form, etc. I also have out all my raiders. I have, if I move him over there, got my 6 raiders there. He's going to be a bannerman because I have quite a lot of the same type of raider. I've got my king, the betrayer, and this guy is going to be a tribesmaster once my order has arrived, which I put in today. I just need to green stuff some of the gaps kind of in the front there, if it will focus. See in there, which I've corrected on all of these guys. So these are all pretty much ready to go. It'll be a case of priming them next. Not entirely sure if I'm going to put them on the bases to paint them. Probably will. Well, it depends. I might try and get all of them done except the camel, and then gradually go around and finish them off. Not entirely sure how I'm going to combat them as of yet. Really looking forward to painting these, especially this guy. The king is just phenomenal. Beautiful model. Some people say they look a little bit un-Lord of the Ringsy, but I don't really care. I love the model. I've been searching for him for ages. I had one on foot, and I just needed the mounted version. And I found one on eBay for about 30 quid, probably 6-7 months ago. So snapped him up, and he's all ready to go. Next is just waiting for these to dry, like I say, and selecting which rider will go on which base. Also, I have, as you can see, that is green stuffed. And it's just the other side of a Harrogate Raider back piece. I'm going to have 3 of these. I've got another one in the mould right now. This is just simple blue stuff. And these are going to be banners. I'm going to get that out and put another one into set and leave that to cure properly overnight. These are going to be my 3 banners. Simply going to do that, drill in the end, and put them on top of a banner. I don't think I'm going to do much more than that. Just something to make them stand out a little bit. So that's my update so far. This will kind of be like a rapid kind of painting, telling you how I did one colour, telling you how I did another, similar to my Gladrian video. The heroes will not have their own special part because they'll all be similar colours. I'm going to try and do tribal stuff on them as well, on all of them. So this is a project that is going to take me probably 2 months. That's the aim. By the end of it, I'll have about 50 models painted. So that's the plan. 50 models, 2 months, all Mahud, a lot of detail. So, wish me luck. So now the sand has dried, knocked off all the excess sand, you can start to really see the undulations in the bases. And I've been out to Wilkinson's, like I do with all my cheap emulsion paints. Bought 2 more. These ones are called Chocolate Dream and Coastline. Chocolate Dream sounds really weird, you expect it to be darker, but it's actually this colour. And it's on the tester pot. I wasn't quite sure of the colour itself, but actually painting them are really sandy and really lifelike, which I really like. So I'm going to let the rest of these dry. I've just finished the last one, so I've got all these 10 finished. And then I'm going to use the emulsion wash that I made using Java Bean and other Wilco emulsion. And then I've got one called Coastline, which is obviously brighter again. I haven't actually looked at this one, and I'm not going to do it one-handed because that's going to go everywhere. And I'm going to dry brush that on top and try and get like a really nice sandy colour, and maybe even dry brush the top of the mounds a little bit more so they're a slightly lighter colour, so I get a good variance. Happy with how they've come out so far. I might even dry brush Chocolate Dream on top of the washed one, and then only do the top bits on the Coastline on the top of the mounds, like I said. It's a case of waiting for these to finish drying, and then I'm not sure whether to attach the riders now and paint around everything. Oh no, I need to spray them first, so ignore that. I will figure a way of attaching them to something. I'll probably just attach them to various bases. And then I will get on with painting them. I want to get all the raiders done, and then I'll start on the foot soldiers. So here we have the riders of the Mahud. As you can see, we've got King, Tribes Master, which you probably haven't seen. This is him all converted up. Obviously, with the black undercoat, it's a little bit trickier at the moment. Simply, like the Betrayer, just chop one off and pluck another one on, and then you're going to obviously paint it up and give him a shield. And he's got kind of the one that the spear I've given to all my Tribes Masters, which is the three-pronged one. Betrayer, the banners, well, one of the banners, which is like that, which I think looks quite cool. I'm just going to get that sorted and paint that up, and then we've got, I think it's something like 2 blowpipes and 4 spears. So they're all ready to be painted up. I'm just kind of deciding on the colours that I need to use right now. And I'll come out when I obviously start painting them and let you know which colours are going where. So this is the start of my raiders. This is kind of just a base test on one. Thought I'd go for him from the start. Just go start to finish and we'll see how it ends up. The camel itself is Zandri dust with kind of a light Agrax wash over it. Oh, if he's in focus. There we are. Then I've used Baneblade Brown, if I'm correct. Yeah. With an Agrax wash. I'm probably going to dry brush all like the wicker, just to try and make it stand out a little bit more from the camel. And then I've used Cadian Fleshtone for the first time on the guy himself, because I think it gives like a warmer desert skin, rather than the quite light Kislev flesh. I'm not too worried about highlighting up. I will use Rakeland Fleshshade to dull it down a bit. Not entirely sure. I'll probably Rakeland Fleshshade. But then I'll just highlight up the fingers, the hands and the feet, because I'm planning on putting war paint all over these guys, make them look really, really cool. So that's what I've done so far. And I'll just gradually bring you back with updates when I've done more and more. So here is the first one complete. I kind of got on and just kind of got it done. And I'll try and talk you through the bits that I think I can remember. So I've talked you through the wicker and the camel, the skin tone, etc. So the bone bits is just pallid witch flesh with an Agrax wash and then pallid witch flesh again. And I quite like how there's a stark white contrast. The cloth is corn red, Agrax washed Mephiston red, and then an edge highlight of Wild Rider red. The blowpipe is Carrack stone with Agrax wash. No, Seraphim Sepia wash, I mean. The bone is just a Shabti bone, Agrax, and then a dry brush on top. All the markings are Mephiston red, if it focuses. There we are. Mephiston red, followed by just Abaddon black little markings. I've got some corn red war paint on the face. These guys are going to look amazing. I've even given him like a little kind of painted armband. So yeah, that's how it's all come out. Really, really happy with him. Now I've just got to get the rest painted. I'm going to paint the rest for my army for Cheltenham. These are all exactly the same. All what I'll do is I will kind of give you an army overview once they're all done, but this is the end of my hobby vlog for these guys, as they will all be painted in a very, very similar fashion. And I thought I would go through one, kind of change it up a bit, go through one, show you how I paint one, finish the hobby vlog, and then crack on with the rest, and then give you like an army showcase at the end, if you will. So I'm not sure how long these are going to take. One, I think, has taken me about 3 hours work. which isn't too bad, so I just need to crack on with the rest. So thank you for watching, and please comment, like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.